Hello guys, today we are back and today I disappeared Russia from existence. Now there's Russia Sea and firstly what happens, there's Asians, so many Asians in shock, but not all. Some are also happy and this is also Russian. I don't know why I didn't paint it also. But whatever. Now, firstly, what happened is that Europeans started using trade methods to go on like that. And also, Belarus lost its ally, so they simply applied to European Union. Also, there's a take there, but yeah, Ukraine gets two methods to enter. And well, there's now less nations on the world to stop them. And well, it's easier now to transport because let's say if you want to come to Tokyo to Europeans to with seas, then it's simple as that. And I'm gonna leave this also connected. And then with South Korea, same method. So now Europeans have trade system. Every European are trading with Asians easily now. And well, now with seas, this is now Black Sea, this is Caspian Sea, this is Unclaimed Sea, Russian Sea is still in real Russia shape, Baltic Sea just a little bit grow with Kaliningrad, and then we can see that Japan Sea managed to grow a little bit. Chinese got some new lands, and with Russia doesn't exist. There's simply Europeans not connected with Asian continent, so it's just European continent now. And it could also lead the continent movement because it's not connected. So it could move to here and move more. But uh, yeah, that's fine now. As with this, it doesn't move on there. And well, there's no use to NATO now because there's no Russia and Ukraine war is ended with that Ukraine victory. Ukraine managed to pull all those Russians backwards. Let me show how it's made push it back. Because without those Russians here, there's none of Russians on the Ukraine soil now. And now Now there's management of pushback. Now Ukraine's just start pushing really heavily and managed to cut Russian in half. And Russia is already back pushed from here, so I'm gonna do it also here. Now Ukraine just applied to NATO because there's no other use of enemy, but they don't care. Now the NATO is said to from Kazakhstan because they start to grow as power because so many Russian things start to show up in Kazakhstan. And with peace will the Ukraine is all theirs. And well, there's one Russia zone still at this, but it's simple. Moldova take them out and apply to NATO too. And then with Belarus, they had civil war happening now without any Russians. The government simply gets switched over. Minsk is lost, and Belarus people are just pushing so heavily Belarus out. Kazakhstan is supporting them, but they have really much not to go anywhere now. And simply Belarus is taken out. Now, without Belarus there, there's all Russia zones on the European side gone. And simply, this is also final Russians who are literally pushed backwards. And it's clear that Russia is managed to take it out. And well, neither is security from Kazakhstan, who's actually now the Russia stays. Now, to start it off, Kazakhstan's invasion. This is what happened with NATO now. NATO just now saw the Kazakhstan is doing the Russia things and immediately made alliance to stop Kazakhstan. Oops, I didn't mean that. I mean to paint them white, but I guess they are seen now. No, they aren't. And well, Chinese are allies with Kazakhstan now. There's so many happening things. Kazakhstan's expansions are richly seen now with Kazakhstan owning more lands. It's clear that they are Iran's ally. They take all Russian allies to themselves, but little issue with that. Some allies are literally gone. Iran is almost gone because now they are on civil war with, with American supporters. Now we can see that Iran capital is already lost and Kazakhstan didn't do anything about it because they don't want to make going from their capital to there. It's literally useless for them If they own Turkmenistan, then they can do it. But they didn't, so they just leave it. And now they now own Turkmenistan with wars. But it's clear that not anymore happenings. Afghanistan is still getting unstabilized, but not anymore with Russians. There's now Kazakhstan's on their Russia fronts. And well, okay, let's say there's Pakistan's fronts too. And yeah, United States, and there could be some Iran supporters in favor of America, but we say I say that's still unstable nation. It's unstable nation, but it's more stabilized because with Iran there, it's more stable. And well, China sees the point to secure North Korea more because they are on close. We lost it. They could last North Korea ally really easily because yeah, there's now more less allies go on there, and with simple pushes, punching is lost and North Korea just surrendered when China just prepared for war, but they didn't manage to get in there without Russians. They didn't manage because Russia is really king. Now it's Kazakhstan, and well, Kazakhstan even don't own land border with North Korea, so it seems really useless. Now, bit moving on, there's now Mongolia have coastlines, and then there's absolutely more happenings. More those nations started follow the moves of differences. Palestine managed to get all the Israel to theirs, and well, Lebanon just united with Syria, Iraq, you just failed to hold as nation, so your neighbors just take lands off you to make it more seeable that they are more powerful, and yeah, it's seeable. Now with Iraq lost, there's not much happening except Yemen government change. And with Yemen government change, there's also different borders getting involved. This is now Saudi Arabians and this is Oman's. Yemen just got smaller. And finally, we see recognition of United Nations Somalilands. That's wonderful for Somalilands. And then finally, so now without any Russians on the world, now there's also some water level lowlands, but I don't know where exactly. But I say that major lowlands happened here, 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 and here. Basically, major caimans were on United States. United States claimed major of those lands, and some states got just landlocked too. You were not supposed to be landlocked, and some got majorly expansion names. And with New York, they claimed more lands. Now, with United States being that shape, also let's give Texas some lands and some states also. National zone borders are different now, but there's also more cities of Americans. And also, we could expand Hawaii. Hawaii is island nations, but the state of America. But now they are one island with tons of chains of America. Hawaii is not only state there now. There's two states, North, and then there's also one island here for northern Hawaii. And with Baja California, they seen better days. They are connected with Mexico with lands now. What means Mexico have more grinded. They are twice bigger than used to be. What America don't like. So to make it fair, they just asked it from Baja California, do you want to join the United States? And they said, yes, please. So now Mexico just lost one state to America. And well, with more water level lower, the water is at This grinded down. Now, with water lowered heavily, America and Canada made deal about the island here. They basically expanded straight line border, and well, it's clear that America shot last heavily lands, but they don't care as long as their ally is also on expansions. And also Canada, your some islands just got into one lands. And well, also here is differences. America and Canada, your border changed here too. This is now smaller river and United States claimed really much of lands and Canada you just claim small lands too. Now with all those gone, it's clear that Chicago is richly gained more lands also. And with those rivers, they're just now connected with lands. And now it's clear that United States is just growing of size. Now, with size growth of United States, they are more clearly different than they used to be. Now, with United States being that shape, and also this river being claimed as lands, and with Canadian side changed, we can see that Canada is also expanded heavily. Now, land change is clear, and yeah, this is also lands of Canada. Now, with more lands for America and Canada, there's differences seen. Some Canadian states just said own things thinking of Canada now. So with Canada, South is speak much more French than English speakers in one state, but is Quebec. They just allowed them quit the Canadians. But with this difference, Canada, yeah, this is now Quebec's too. Now, those Canadian states who is here simply joined the United States because they thought Canada is doing too much already and their government should be fixed. And well, without Russians anymore, there's China evilly looking who should be invaded nextly, but they didn't invade. Now the bridge of here is useless because there's land now, And well, we can see that there's massive island now here, seeable. This island is actually called has United States color too, and there's now the longest bridge of United States and world also. What is going like that? Now this island just got connected with mainland by land area. Now there's also this connected up, and now there's Canada who actually is starting to fail to stay as one nation. And the United States really don't care about that either. I know they're allies, but without Russia, there's differences seen. And well, those differences are that Canadian states just thought without Russia there should be our differences. So these two states of Canada break it away because they wanted to join Union of United States. So it meant also more states for United States, but also land switches of United States. But they allowed that to happen. With that happening, Canada is literally seeable that borders are different than they used to be. And well, United States is richly expanded, but they still own the world's longest straight line border. And well, they are richly expanded nation. And well, Canada started fail under their states, and some regions also break away. Uh, of course, I'm not gonna do all those borders really correctly, so I'm just thinking what should be there. And those lakes of Canada are also lands now. There's some regions what are with less people living in, and some with much people in Canada. But we can see first major war breaking up, and it's with Canadian this state versus United States. Well, we all know how it will end up. Quebec, real Canada's region's capital, fall under America and fail of this state. And without any longer said, peace treaty is signed, and the peace treaty made Canada different lookings. Now, major Canadians are now in American lands, and with that, now Canada and America are enemies. Now Mexico just have to give up plans to get all lands back, and well, Cuba is simply switched sides because without Russia, supporter, they have really much not choice. And with many Americans there now, it's simply seen to be issue. Now, Cuba just applied to join United States as a state, and with that, Puerto Rico and Cuba just were called now as a states. Now, Puerto Rico, your expansions are just like that. Now, it those lands being conquered on the United States, Egypt just south with Saudi Arabia expansions on this sea because that's simply started to wall under their waters. Red Sea and also a little bit Sudan gain at those lands. Now with the straightest line nation expanded, they are not really much anymore straight line, but they don't care about it. They are just happy that Russia isn't existing anymore, and well, they just made plan to make this canal from here to here to make shipping better, but they have it massive issue if they try to take here. So of course the solution is not also there. So all the solution is fully lands and also African South new country warming up. It's simply solved as issue because bordering nations start maybe split it up and well it simply got really badly split it up. Now there's split it up nation and Africa seems to be conquered more and major conquest is making Tanzania because they thought they are the richest one to do it on Africa, but actually they aren't. Now, with differences seen, Africa is more cursed also with other continents. And with Libya, your government just got changed. And Bulgaria, same thing. And well, now Spain, you just select those two away because you lost your major trades of this nation, but actually were important for you. Without it, you can't really much do anything. So you just made deal with them, the Morocco, to buy away those, and well, now moving on with Turkey's conflict. See, Turkey, there's another invasion happening on here, and this time The Architect 5 is just activated. Now we can say that Sweden also joined it later. With Architect 5 activation, Turkey sees that being massive issue because now with all NATO being activated, they can't do really much if all NATO is activated. And Cuba is also, Mexico is also in there now. And issue just simply join it or issue. I don't want the other issue just join it NATO. And well, now Montenegro just got in. I forgot to paint Italy in. And this war just got even worse for Turkey because now they are seen as enemy. Also, Georgia joined war. It made massive issue for Turkey because now they are on conflict around them. And well, we can see that NATO troops start moving from here and landed on Istanbul different side. And now we can see that Turkey just pulled themselves off. They pulled themselves off the war. And with pulling off the war, NATO just made Turkey just fail themselves to hold. And now we can see that new members to join NATO were success. There's Montenegro in NATO, and we can see that there's also Georgia, and also Azerbaijan applied to join, but the treaty, the peace treaty said that Greece could gain those. Cyprus managed to get all those national zones, but just claim it to lands now. And then we can see that the these Caspians nations, yep, they call now themselves Transnistria region, calls them now the Caspian region. They just claim it lands of Turkey though, but only one of them didn't do that because they didn't have enough lands for that, and Iran applied to NATO. Now Switzerland just started civil war. What made Swiss just with Liechtenstein fail, and both are made to join the EU and NATO. And Norway just applied now for EU membership because they didn't care anymore. They had lost really much of their resource trades, and well, they didn't care if fishing deal is there. And that now we can see that Europe is regionally changed. Serbia seem lost their ally, so they just said that Kosovo is independent. And well, now civil war again happens. This time with northern Serbia being the one who break it away. And without any longer ado, they just break it away to be independent. And with that, there's both them are on conflict. Kosovo just joined NATO, and then we can see that the gap here just managed to grow off, so sea level just started lower, and it's massive issue because now the lower sea levels means there's massive issues here with those nations who are in the EU and who aren't, because that now there's massive problem on the lines. Now states there's still national zone of seas, but eastern if there's so small land, and Malta you just seem growing size. Egypt you do, and to finish it off, there's also the grow of, and Greece you don't claim that many lands. There's being still national zones middle of you, and yeah, now let's paint in Greece. Now, with Greece claiming that lands, there's just more one nation than islands. But Istanbul is still on coast, but with that, there's not much happening to save this off. And we can see that they just grow of their size. Now, this is neutral zone, what's just claimed by no one. Malta is here. This is also neutral zone, which is claimed with from no one. So now there's available to make on countries there because no one claims them. And then there's also expansions on here, and this is also a neutral zone what's claimed from no one. And it's clear that there's differences seen. Africa and Europeans are just in major continent now, and now Croatia and Bosnia and Herzegovina just united with Montenegro, and now we can see that Italy is the major one to grow, and also there's Africans bordering everywhere of Europeans. And now with NATO, the rule of Africans and that is just cancelled because it's now same continent. Now, with that, they just simply say Bulgaria joined EU and NATO with Morocco. With that, there is also Morocco being next, and yeah, there's so many differences in now. Italy just united with Slovenia. Now we can see that Greece and Albania united. North Macedonia and Kosovo united, and yeah, those nations just clearly did something to make federations just disappear. And well, we can see that one union is made, India and Turkey. And well, now it's clear that Turkish people just are doing it on purpose. Now, with neutral zones, they are not claimed on purpose. Seems like there's three neutral zones, and they are not claimed from no one. Also, we could make the real neutral zone on Africa, but isn't claimed from Egypt or Sudan, but it's not much. So now, with those in here everywhere, it's clear that nothing happens. And now it's all those seas mixed what's Russians and that. So now it's clear if Russia just simply come back, everything will be changed forever. Automation come back, United States goes backwards of seas, Canada lands here too, and then it could see being massive issue. And for saying Britain and France had land borders now on here, and that simply fixed everything what they had, and there's now Sealand Island here. What's our nation? And Netherlands, of course, you will claim lands. And well, now there's this massive change seen, and there's also Belgium involvement in differences. Northern Belgium uniting with Netherlands, southern with France, and one Luxembourg sides unite with Luxembourg. That's massive change. And now we can see that new nation hopped out on Estonia. The New Islands are independent now, and they got just so on going island nation name that they just they get so many islands already. And Estonia didn't like that nation. So instead by away those islands, they just invaded them. Now little they know it. Poland support this island nation, so they were just forced simply pushing them already back, and without longer saying, the failment is clear. And now, with failment, Estonia just lost that Latvia just sent lands to there to be peace with them, but this nation didn't like still Latvia because they didn't make them connected up. So we can see that they made an invasion now on Latvia. Basically, Latvia didn't sell that because there was capital of Latvia Riga, and already it's a lost. So Latvia just needed to hand it over. So they did that, and of course they are in NATO, but Latvia just said NATO is bad for them. And now there's Baltic Union here, of course without some lands here, and well, it's clear that they also got lands on here, and its capital is Tallinn because they don't have Riga to call Baltic's capital, and Vilnius is close to Belarus already, and this is sent to Belarus. So they call it Tallinn capital, but they were scared that they will take it over, so they don't try it. And now we can see that Germany and Denmark Union is thing. Now we can see that these nations just select Baltic lands back to Baltics, also with those islands, because they wanted to claim only those here. So now with that, there's nation here on Swedish coast. Now moving on, we can see that with simply two nations planning to cut off much of trades, there's clear that Baltic and Finland tried their best to cut off much of the trade here as possible. So they just made that. They clearly did it on purpose. Now Tallinn just expanded and little bit of Helsinki too. And well, it's clear that they are taxing this to grass. So United Nations made rule for this that no one is allowed to tax those zones on Baltic Sea. So it's clear that Estonia and Finland were in trouble now. But to stop it being called as trouble, they just make clear that to make this silent, they'll finish own islands, giant islands, and then they could just make land to here, and then they could make this thing format as land, and then they need little bit more lands to make new city. So they just did that, and now there's new sea. Let's just call it Swedish Sea. And well, now they tax it, not this crossing, but this crossing. And well, this is all the bridge to Baltic Sea. Now it's clear that they did it all on purpose. And now some nations got the idea to just go around the Scandinavia to Denmark. So this here started to become useless. The canal they have is useless now. Scotland break it away now, and now there's differences of two sides of Poland. One side is more Germanish and one is more Polish. So German side is this, but they are starting to become smaller, and now after some decades the German sides are this, and this is Polish sides. So it's clear that there's now zone of war about this zone here. Basically, it's invasion about Europeans. Who claims it? After some time, the peace treaty was signed that occupation from the United Nations states it's clearly not goats, so no one is allowed to claim it. Berlin is at here, no more here, the border of it, but there's some cities that isn't claimed. So there's also neutral zone, middle of Europeans. And now Switzerland just said there's so many neutral zones. What could be happening next? Well, to finish it off, we can see that this island break it away, Estonia break it away, little Latvian lands break it away, This is also Estonian, and well, now Latvians break it away, leaving Lithuania behind. So now the Baltic is collapsed, and with Finland, they are soon after seen as collapsed too, because it's all planned to be like that. So Finland is now this, no, this. Estonia is that, this is new nation, this is Latvia, and this is Lithuania. And well, there's differences in Scandinavia. Scandinavia region just approves to Scandinavia. Those countries also. This is now independent nation, and Greenland is also independent. So it's clear that Scandinavia just on purpose didn't approve Finland now in there, but other Finnish territories did. Now with Norway, your lands just grow here too, and well, it's clear that you're growing and growing. Eventually, it stopped, and well, Sweden and Denmark lands were now fully land bordering, but Denmark just did canal to here and here, and they also did on referendum and make canal to here too. And now we can see that it's all different. Hopefully you guys like this video and see you in the next one. Bye.